Watch out for Tenset. If you are looking for a new altcoin with huge potential to grow, a simple and easy to understand concept, and comes at cheap and affordable rates, then this video is for you. Because today I will talk about one of the newest altcoins in town, called Tenset. This small cap altcoin comes from a brilliant team with an initiative to make things understandable and easy for common people who have no to very little background in cryptocurrencies. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Wealthy Value, the community for people looking to become financially smarter. Make sure to subscribe to our weekly videos where we cover the future of business, innovation, and finance. But before we start, this video is sponsored by Tenset, and we decided to do this because we believe it's an awesome project with a great team. So make sure to stick around till the end of this video if you want to know everything about Tenset. Now let's enjoy the video. What is Tenset? Let's start our discussion with what Tenset actually is and what makes this token unique from thousands of others in the crypto market. Tenset token was launched in January 2021 using Ethereum ERC20 protocol. It's a new generation EFT 2.0 deflationary token with a smart staking system that bridges cryptocurrencies with the stock market. Tenset adds a 2% transaction fee to every transfer. Half of the fee is burned, creating a deflationary effect, and another half is automatically distributed to all token holders. There is no need to freeze it or hold it in any special wallet. The total supply of Tenset token is 204,476,002, with a current supply of 81,954,713 Tenset. Now, in order to give you a bit more clarity and complete understanding of Tenset, let me share a small clip of Robert Grin, who is the partner and angel investor for Tenset, where he shares his thoughts about Tenset and its whole concept.
My main focus is a project called Tenset, which is built by a really ambitious group of young people from Poland. And the reason I love it is because I dipped deep into the DeFi space, and at one point I was a little bit overwhelmed with the complexity and the need to continuously monitor and to move funds around to make it compound and such. And then when I saw their solution, it's something called the RFI, which is essentially passive staking. Buy the token in short. You leave it on your wallet, be it MetaMask, Trust Wallet, or even on the exchange. And any dividends that come from, there's like a 2% tax on any transaction. 1% gets distributed amongst all the holders. So you're essentially just deflating the supply, which is always good because it drives price up long term and keeps it sustainable. And two, anyone who's a holder, like a long-term player, gets to just receive passive rewards without doing it. And they compound naturally because they're just accumulating in your account. And essentially, the idea of the project is to bridge the old world with the new, the stock market, which will probably be synthetic assets, and certain DeFi strategies, which will be used to buy back their own tokens. So essentially creating like a simplified crypto-based, like we call it hedge fund, that allows anyone to put any amount of money and just hold the token and earn the rewards. And I love it because it's so simple. And I think that's what we need right now, because there's a lot of ambitious projects that are trying to change the world, save the world. But there's not enough simple ones where the person off the street can, go ahead and buy Ethereum and just put it somewhere and just leave it, knowing that the price will continue up over the long term and that they'll accrue this interest, this yield passively without doing anything. Because I think at the end of the day, crypto can either enslave you because it is very addictive. It's fascinating. The numbers continuously are changing. You could sit there all day looking at the graphs. The other option is that it can completely liberate you and free you, right? You can allocate your capital, pull it out of the bank, exchange your fiat for Ethereum, Bitcoin, and just let it do the work for you. I think not enough people realize that, or at least allow that for that to be. You can just live a life without thinking about money all the time, knowing it's always going to appreciate in the long term, all those assets, and that you're going to earn yield as well, which will compound automatically.
I hope you understand the basic thought process behind Tenset and how it operates. Now let's move on towards a detailed analysis of this new token. If we take a look at the mission of Tenset, here is what it says. Cryptocurrencies have become a reality, and there is no coming back to the pre-Bitcoin world. Progress is about combining the new world with the old one, technologically and ideologically. At Tenset, we build bridges in the financial sector to accelerate this transition. From this mission statement, you get an idea about what Tenset is trying to achieve here. Basically, a group of Poles has developed the concept of a second-generation ETF that can change the cryptocurrency market and connect it with the traditional stocks as well. Their deflation token combines the advantages of a traditional stock exchange and the cryptocurrency market. The concept is called Tenset. The angel investor and crypto advisor Robert Grin is actively involved in this project. Robert, who is in fact a CEO and owner of CodeWise, the second fastest growing company in Europe.
I'm an entrepreneur who, based out of Poland. I used to be based out of Poland, and 10 years ago, journey to build a unicorn. I had this project to build a company out of Poland because nobody had done it before. And although I didn't succeed, I managed to build at one point the second fastest growing company in all of Europe. And I happened to pop up as a result on the cover of Forbes magazine as the youngest self-made millionaire to make the Poland's richest list, which was kind of just a real-world confirmation of the work that I put in.
Tenset is promoted as an aggressively deflationary token, containing ETF 2.0 elements and at the same time a bold concept of the company's operation on a similar basis to the hedge fund. It looks like an interesting hybrid that may turn out to be an attractive solution for a modern investor. In simple words, Tenset technology includes 1. Staking. Staking Tenset works via the RFI mechanism. There is no need to freeze tokens or store them in any special wallets. Staking works for everyone, always. This generates passive income, keeps some tokens out of circulation, and encourages hodling. 2. Deflation. Their smart contract adds 2% fee to each transaction and splits it. 1% fee is proportionally divided to all Tenset users, which incentivizes hodling. 1% is automatically burned, which reduces the overall Tenset circulation. 3. Smart backing. Each token is backed by a collection of cryptocurrencies and later shares, generating passive income through staking, loans, or depositing. A part of the company's profits is used to buy back Tenset tokens from exchanges. These tokens are burnt, which boosts its price and creates deflation.
And then finally, in 2017, it became too big to ignore, and I took a headfirst dive into it. And 3 years later, this is essentially the only focusing on right now, because it's obvious to me that we're beyond the turning point. It's reached a point where there's no return, and if with the pace and awareness growing through events like what you're doing, this will completely reshape the world.
Tenset developed a solution that makes it possible to provide a higher, stable return on investment term by placing their funds in only one asset, representing all purchased in the basket. Selected cryptocurrencies are also generating income. What is definitely worth mentioning is that Tenset is a deflationary token with an absorption mechanism embedded that gives an ever-increasing price floor while removing tokens from the circulating supply. This means the perpetually rising price floor will always support tokens' value. 1% of each transaction or transfer will be redistributed among existing holders, and another 1% will be automatically burned. Implemented Reflect Finance protocol automatically distributes rewards between Tenset hodlers without any additional app. The whole smart contract concept is already working and was tested by almost 2,000 transactions from Polish investors. All these assumptions are currently completing, but Tenset has one more big thing on the radar. If people follow their roadmap, they can see that company is working on know-how to build the bridge between traditional market and digital, and bring traditional investors into the crypto space. One is sure: these guys have perfect timing. Why? Because just recently Visa declared their partnership in crypto space. According to Tenset white paper, people can see that Tenset is already ready for them. Tenset promotes itself as a well-thought-out, stable project with great potential for the future. It is primarily characterized by innovation and a good understanding of transformations taking place on the market. The Tenset project definitely stands out from the newly emerging startups. The idea that a company offers seems to be an ideal solution in times of mass reprinting of money and galloping inflation. This is just another token that will boost the crypto revolution.
I believe all the crypto skeptics, sooner than later, they will be using crypto without even knowing it. That's when we know we'll have reached the pinnacle of mass adoption.
Also, what's absolutely insane is that Tenset will launch on Gate.io on May 31st, 2021. And that is very, very soon. It is one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world, and this will significantly expand opportunities for traders and new investors. Tenset is already listed on the largest decentralized exchange, Uniswap, so you can see how the growth curve will escalate from that. And also, there is much, much more on the cards for Tenset in the future. They are in full process of making the Tenset basket of assets bigger than ever. They have already made various investments, which you can see on their official Twitter account as well as on Telegram if you want to keep yourself updated. I'll share the links in the description box for you to check. One of such collaborations is with the largest Korean investment group and crypto community, ICO Pantera, that will join, invest, and promote Tenset on Asian market. This is basically a group that works directly with Asian exchanges such as KuCoin, OKEx, Gate.io, and MCX. They help with listings and ensure the flow of investors on Asian market. Other trusted partners for Tenset include Kanga Exchange, Allgood Studios Blockchain Solution, and the Albanian Polish Chamber. Also recently, MXC Labs made a strategic investment in Tenset. MXC Labs is the venture arm of MXC Exchange, founded to work with quality blockchain projects in the industry and help grow them to their full potential. The mission of MXC Labs is to discover industry gem projects to broaden and diversify the portfolios for their investors. The big news in this regard is finally here. Tenset recently announced that MXC Exchange will list the Tenset token on Monday, June 7th. Tenset management is continually expanding the availability of Tenset tokens on global CEXs. The purpose of the listing is to open up to new Asian investors, especially those from China, a market with the most significant potential for growth. The MXC Group saw the enormous potential of the partnership with Tenset and offered them a free of charge listing on their exchange. Another important news coming from Tenset is that they are very near to the completion of the Tenset mobile app. The team has almost completed the work, including the visual interface, the details of functionality, and even coding. They are now polishing the last few details and preparing the app for security audit. So this mobile app will be released very soon. And I am sure you can tell from this that a lot of exciting things, new upgrades, and partnerships are on the card for Tenset. And it is not wrong to say that the future looks absolutely bright for Tenset. And with an expert team backing this project, the price potential and future growth looks astronomical. And undoubtedly, you have to agree that cryptocurrencies are the future. And with so many options available out there, Tenset is a suitable option to think about.
The great thing about crypto is that belief and the trust will only continue to increase. It may have dips, it may have bumps in the road, but on the other side, fiat, the trust and belief in this is rapidly degrading. People are, they're hearing about inflation. They're seeing hyperinflation in certain countries.
Right.
And so when that belief and that trust fully degrades, and all of that capital will into the logical and obvious place, which will be crypto. So, like things like this event, awareness, they build the trust. There's certain educational platforms that are coming, looking to get involved in educating people, because people are interested, but it's still too complex, I think. Although the barriers to entry are relatively low, to actually go through some Ethereum or Bitcoin, it can be a very, very complicated process. Setting aside just understanding the actual technology behind it. So there's still a long way to go, I think, but I think as we are quickly evolving right now, people are starting to understand.
And that brings us to the end of today's video. What are your thoughts about the Tenset? Tell us in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.